My name's John Brose. I am an elder at Public Church currently and involved helping out in Sprouts as well. When I first heard of Public Church was actually when it was formerly called Candies Creek City Church. My wife and I were fortunate enough to be in on some of the meetings to actually plant the church initially. And it was a few years ago. I had certainly less gray hairs at the time, had 2 less children as well. But it was something that we were very excited about. You know, I'd been a believer for a little while by that point. Had been attending church regularly and had experienced some good community through our former church. But at the same time, I was showing up on Sundays and sitting there listening to the message and being inspired by it, but wasn't really doing much to actually further the kingdom. I wasn't really leading in any way, serving in any way. And that's where I felt like God was really challenging me to step out of my comfort zone. Right from the get-go, I thought I'd join the welcome team. I'm not the most outgoing person in the world, and I thought maybe that was a way that God could better me as an individual, is to step out of my comfort zone and be on the welcome team. And did that until my 3rd child arrived, and then kind of took a little bit of a back seat, and have been serving in Sprouts though ever since. And it's been a really rewarding experience to be able to kind of speak the word into young children and help them out. You know, at Public Church, one thing I love about it is we're constantly being challenged to connect and worship and serve. And it's been a great experience for me to invest in the next generation and helping out not only my own kids, but the kids that are coming here to Public Church, and helping to understand Jesus in a better way and helping them to hopefully come to know him in a personal way. At the same time, he's really challenged me to become more of a leader as well. One thing when I first came to Public Church that God was really challenging me to do was to get baptized. I'd been a believer for about 13 years, and it always kind of explained it away, and it just felt like that he was leading me in that direction to make a public pronouncement of my faith. And for my kids to see that, I think was an important thing. And then just in my everyday walk with the Lord, whether it's talking to my players or talking to my students at school, just trying to look for those opportunities to be intentional and to weave him into everything that I'm doing is an area of life that I feel like I've really grown in as well.
I'm Jade Morgan, and I lead a ladies community group, and I'm on the Flourish Vision team. When I came to Public Church, I was very much in a place of hurt and self-isolation, and I was very inward focused, just trying to figure out how I could make myself look better from things I had done in my past. I was very much filled with shame and guilt, and I felt like my sin was just following me everywhere and that people could see it. So I walked in the doors at Public Church just wanting to pursue a relationship with the Lord. That was my only intention. I felt kind of like he had pulled me out of a situation and that I owed it to him. So there was definitely some shame there, some guilt, a lot of insecurity, and some aloneness that I experienced when I came to Public Church. Now I am in a place of growth, and I've been there for quite a while, and the Lord's shown me that when you follow him, you never stop growing. And in that growth, he has pushed me to lead and to be obedient to him in some areas that were kind of scary. But in that, he has continued to sanctify me and show me who he is and really who his people are. He's shown me that now it's okay to need people. I feel very secure in where I am. I have constant community and accountability, which is something I never really had before. I've learned that life is definitely a journey, and sometimes it's hard to live in the now. But you can never forget where you came from, and that's something that the Lord's teaching me every day.